just we're doing a little bit of research in coming into the this show today. If you go on Wikipedia, etc., etc., it says that there's not much proven evidence for the effectiveness of Pilates in various areas, and that can be quite typical in a lot of alternative health modalities, because not many people there's not been much reason to spend money on doing studies to kind of prove the benefits or not of Pilates, because there's nothing to sell on the back end, essentially. So there's not a pharmaceutical company to sponsor the research, etc. But it does to the lay person, the person off the street, they might do a quick search online and be like, "Well, it's not proven. I'm not sure if I want to do that." I mean, so just asking, your good self, what benefits have you experienced with Pilates, or what kind of benefits can you talk about your students?
I've been doing Pilates, I think, for about 14 years now, and I've noticed a huge change in my body. It helped me to lose weight, and I can only say that because it's in my experience, and I know it definitely helped. If you ask a doctor, they'll say, no, Pilates doesn't help you lose weight.
Right.
But the fact is, motion is lotion. And if we all moved in a mindful way, then we would experience less pain. Now, you were asking about the research. I think it's very difficult to research something like Pilates because there's so many variables. So what has been proven recently, over the last couple of decades, we've had much better technology to look at people's brains. And so there's been a lot of research with MRI scans and all kinds of things. And there's emerged a new approach to pain. And one of the things that has emerged from this research is that pain and structural damage are not correlated in probably 99% of cases.
Right.
So what I mean there is that you can have an X-ray, and if you're 30, you've got a 60% chance of having degenerative, as they call it, osteo something or other. They'll say you've got, there's degeneration in your bones. If you're 50, maybe 40% chance of having that diagnosis. And so when they look at people who have a diagnosis of degeneration and look at people who have pain from that and people who don't, there isn't a correlation. And what they found recently is that pain may start as a structural thing, but it becomes something else other than structural. It becomes neural. And so what they've discovered, there's various people who research into this. I haven't come across anybody in the UK, unfortunately. Sorry, I've gone a little bit.
No worries. So the pain is something that if people are experiencing pain, then Pilates is something that really is useful for
It's
that.
to be highly recommended, yes, because it is a body-mind exercise, and it puts you more in touch with your body. And what happens with pain when it is not structural is that your body becomes more sensitive, and we need to find a connection between the brain and the body to be able to change that.
Right.
And everybody, even if you've had chronic pain for years and years, you can be cured. You can cure yourself.
Right.
And I think the key there is in curing yourself.
Right.
We have to be more aware of our bodies. in order to look after them. And one of the ways you look after them is by moving. And Pilates, for me, is the best way of moving.
Okay.
Because it focuses on every area of the body.
Right.
You can, if you want, focus it on particular areas that are in recovery, so you can use it for rehabilitation.
So it's really the mind-body connection is really key, then, it seems. And also we've been doing some interviews on mindfulness, and also they talk a lot about managing pain through mindful kind of exercises, and it sounds like this is more of a physical side of the mindful, the kind of the mindful techniques.
Absolutely. Mindfulness is, I'm all for mindfulness. I love to promote it.